شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. As I said, Hidayah is the most precious of all the blessings of Allah SWT Allah has given us. Because without Hidayah, you can be successful maybe on this earth, but you cannot be successful in the life hereafter. Now, how do we know that we are on the right path? How do you know that you are on the right path? Meaning you are on Hidayah. There are 4 qualities. If you find in yourself, then you know that you are on Hidayah. Number 1, if you are a practicing Muslim, as Allah says in Surah Luqman, verse 4 and 5, وَالَّذِينَ يُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ وَيُؤْتُونَ الزَّكَاةَ وَهُمْ بِالْآخِرَةِ هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ أُولَٰئِكَ عَلَىٰ هُدًى مِّن رَّبِّهِمْ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُهْتَدُونَ. Those who establish their prayers, those who give their compulsory charity, meaning zakah, those who believe in akhirah, in the life hereafter, they are on the right path and they are the successful. As we know that it's been also said in Surah Baqarah, as Allah says, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, الَّذِينَ هُمْ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ أُولَٰئِكَ عَلَىٰ هُدًى مِّن رَّبِّهِمْ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. So, those who establish their prayer and وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ, those who spend from the provisions that we gave them, أُولَٰئِكَ عَلَىٰ هُدًى مِّن رَّبِّهِمْ, they are on the guidance from their Lord, and they are the successful. So when you are a practicing Muslim, you know that you are on the first step towards the journey to achieve Hidayah. Number 2, the thing that you need most importantly is Taqwa. If you have Taqwa and if you judge everything in your life, if you consider anything coming in your life, every single affair of your life through Taqwa, whether Allah has ordered, Allah has given you a limit, and if you are not exceeding that limit, you are on the path of Taqwa. As Allah says in Surah Muhammad verse 17, وَالَّذِينَ اهْتَدَوْا زَادَهُمْ هُدًى وَآتَاهُمْ تَقْوَاهُمْ. وَالَّذِينَ اهْتَدَوْا, those who are guided, زَادَهُمْ هُدًى, Allah increases their guidance, Allah increases their Hidayah. وَآتَاهُمْ تَقْوَاهُمْ, and Allah gives them their taqwa. So now every single thing you consider, whether it is right or wrong, whether it is exceeding Allah's limit or not, then you know that you are on taqwa. For example, in a dark night, you can commit sin, adultery, by you fearing Allah. Then you know that you are actually on the path of taqwa. So anything in your life, when you know being observed or being watched by anybody else, but you're fearing Allah and you're keeping off from the evil things, from the sins, now you're not on taqwa. This is the second thing. Number 3, when you are fearless of accepting the truth, no matter it goes against your conventional thought that you've been long cherishing. You have had a long conventional thought, long thought that this is the things that I've been doing. These are the things that my forefathers are doing. But if you shun that one, if you give up that one, only because Allah's commandment comes in front of you and you sacrificed your long cherished thought, then you know that you are on taqwa. In Surah Tawbah verse 18, Allah says that إِنَّمَا يَعْمُرُ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. Definitely the people, those who believe in Allah, مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ, and believe in Akhirah, they will look after the masajid of Allah. They are the ones deserved to be looking after the masajid of Allah. وَلَمْ يَخْشَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ, another very important quality they must have. وَلَمْ يَخْشَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ, they don't fear anybody else except Allah. فَعَسَى أُولَٰئِكَ أَن يَكُونُوا مِنَ الْمُهْتَدِينَ. Then hopefully those are the ones who are rightly guided. So now this is another thing. If you fear of people's saying, what people will say, If you fear of any kind of obstructions or any kind of barriers on your way to follow Islam, so to be able to be on the right path of taqwa, you must be fearless. Number 4, when you see that your heart is open to accept Islam, then you know that Allah is giving you guidance, Hidayah. You are on the right path of Hidayah. Allah says in Surah An'am, verse 125, فَمِن يُرِيدِ اللَّهُ أَن يَهْدِيَهُ يَشْرَحْ صَدْرَهُ لِلْإِسْلَامِ. Whomsoever Allah wants to guide, Allah opens his heart for Islam. So when your heart is open to Islam, no matter even if you are a Muslim, you are ready to accept whatever Allah says, as in the previous quality, that you are ready to accept whatever comes from Allah and whatever comes from Allah's messenger. So these are the 4 qualities. If you have all these 4 qualities together, you know that you are on the right path towards achieving the final Hidayah. Before your death, you will be, inshallah, dying on Hidayah. And if you know that a few of them or one of them you have with you, then you know that you're partly on the path of Hidayah. So you need to achieve all these 4 qualities to be able to correctly and rightly on the path of Hidayah. Allah give us true Hidayah, so that inshallah we will be accepted by Hidayah, and our last breath will be on Hidayah. I hope inshallah you stay watching, and definitely do not forget to subscribe. Ma'asalam.